So, Mr. President, Mr. Chilingarov, Your Excellencies, panel chairman, greetings from Helsinki, Finland. Sorry to say, but we don't have any ice or snow there yet. And although we are an icebreaker company, the main center of attention this autumn has been the brand new floating head office. The company is now, and the company's management is now next to our icebreakers at the heart of Finnish capital. This new office building was built in the Helsinki shipyard and then towed to our icebreaker base, and it has drawn a lot of international attention and, of course, visitors. Well, last November, I was on the Northern Sea route myself, same time as the first LNG tanker, the Ob River, traveled from Norway to Japan. While the Russian nuclear icebreakers, Arctia and Vaikats, helped the LNG tanker into the Bering Strait, we were on our icebreaker Nordica, beside her sister vessel Fennica, standing by in Russian waters just off Wrangel Island. At Nordica, on 18th of November, we celebrated the birthday of the first man ever to cross the Northern Sea route, Adolf Erik Nordenskiöld, a Finn. When we then traveled along the Northern Sea route with Russian vessels, we traveled in an unusual convoy of 4 icebreakers. Our vessels were returning to Finland from Alaskan waters, where they carried out ice management duties chartered by Shell. This summer too, both vessels have been working in the same area. And right now, as I speak, I just phoned to the captain of Nordica. He said that he is steaming towards Dutch Harbor and Fennica is going to Everett. They are preparing for their return to icebreaking duties in the Finnish winter, again via the Northern Sea route. This shortens the return voyage to around 25 days compared to 45 days via Panama. Ladies and gentlemen, Finland is the only country whose all 23 winter ports may all freeze. When nearly 90% of the Finland's trade is by sea, you can imagine that in winter all our 7 icebreakers are needed at home. So, why should we at Arctia Shipping even look further north? Well, of course, because it makes financial sense. Why would we leave our unique vessels and icebreaking professionals to stand in port during the Finnish summer when there is a demand for them in the Arctic? This is why Arctia Shipping is seeking long-term partnerships in building new polar icebreakers. Again, Arctia's concept is very simple. First, have the current and the new polar icebreakers in the Baltic Sea during winter, and second, carrying out ice management, oil spill response, and support functions in the Arctic Ocean in summer. When we are talking about the oil spill response, I must remind that our fleet has this unique oil recovery icebreaker, Kontio, which is now also the flagship of European Maritime Safety Agency in the northern Baltic Sea. This concept could be copied also to other already existing icebreakers with low cost, also here in the Arctic too. Ladies and gentlemen, the Finnish Parliament discussed the government's new Arctic strategy just over a week ago. Several members of Parliament spoke about a possible new railway link through Finland to an Arctic Ocean port in either Norway or Russia. Kirkenes in Norway is most often mentioned as the endpoint of this much debated Arctic railway. The incentive behind this are northern Finland's many rich mineral deposits, for which an ice-free Arctic Ocean would be a natural direction of transport. Meanwhile, cargo traffic, or for example energy in the form of LNG, coming the other way along the Northern Sea route, could use the railway link across Finland to access Europe. One vision even sees an undersea tunnel running from Helsinki to Estonian capital, Tallinn, as the continuation of the railway. This would form a non-stop rail link between continental Europe and the Arctic Ocean. Of course, the railway carries quite a price tag and raises many questions, but through collaboration with our northern neighbors and of course hard work, maybe it could be turned into a success. And I'm sure here in the north we could do with new openings, don't you? Thank you.